when was Father's Day invented? The answer was 99 years ago in 1910.
And welcome back. Friday's Right Stuff with me, Matthew Wright, and them, Steve First, Gail Porter and Springwatch star Chris Packham. Still to come this morning, what's the future for festivals? Yeah, we've had the revolution, now we're going to have the party. 500 festivals are vying for your attention this summer, 27 this weekend alone. Do us Brits have some kind of an unquenchable thirst for camping, music and hedonism? What's your take on the UK's festival scene? Your best and worst experiences? It should be a fun phone in. 0207 173 5555 is the number to dial. Man. But first, bitterness, bile, nastiness. Do families need Father's Day? Some dads say no, or at least a bloke at the Times is saying no. And I have to say I'm with him. This journalist, Peter Sanderson, says he doesn't want any presents or breakfast in bed this weekend. He loves his kids and knows they love him. So he can't see the point of setting aside a single day just so the rest of us can big up dads. The idea for this special day for fathers is a relatively new one. Mother's Day festivities, that goes right the way back to the ancient Greeks. But dads didn't get anything until, as you just heard, until 1910, when an American woman, Sonora Smart Dodd, got the ball rolling. Now, Sonora had been raised by her father after her mother died when she was young and felt it was unfair that mums got all the attention. 14 years later, it was President Calvin Coolidge who designated the third Sunday in June a national holiday in America to impress upon fathers, as he put it, the full measure of their obligations. Something that's probably been forgotten here. The UK didn't officially adopt Father's Day until the late 1970s. And now 9 out of 10 of us send Dad a card. An extraordinary uptake, proof that Britain needs a Father's Day, or that we Brits are suckers for clever marketing campaigns. Don't get me wrong, I think we do need to show some love and gratitude to the people who raise us, but Father's Day just feels forced to me. 1 in 4 kids never hears from their dads. Some of us have lost our dads. How does Father's Day make us feel? Well, I can tell you, in my case, pretty miserable. So, should we boycott Father's Day? And for balance, Mother's Day too. If you're about to pick up the phone and say no, OK. It's not about making stationers rich, it's about showing your love. Can I just draw your attention to W.H. Smith's excellent Father's Day promotion this year? A special display of the top 50 books for dads. And look what we have here, The Crimes of Josef Fritzl. A real father for you. Steve, you look horrified. Suckered you into that one, didn't I? Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Will you be getting up early on Sunday to find out what joys the children have brought you, Dad?
Father's Day is back-to-back Clarkson, beer and raw meat. That's all. Look, if you've got Mother's Day, you should really, by virtue of the fact you have Mother's Day, have Father's Day, I think.
Yeah.
So I think if there's a case for getting rid of Father's Day, then you have to get rid of Mother's Day as well. But look, if you want to, look, if it's there, it's there. It is. I think, of course, it's money-driven and it's exploitative and all the rest of it. If you don't like it, just ignore it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's very difficult, and I said, in my case, I lost my father. Lots of people have, and that's, you know, it's tough on me and tough on him. But what about the kids? You know, 1 in 4 that never hears from their dad, and they go around and think, what am I supposed to do? And I'm kind of, I am.
To be honest, if you're not hearing from your father, if you've got an absentee dad, I think every day is pretty miserable. And, you know, I don't think getting rid of a day or getting rid of cards in the window of Hallmark is going to make much difference to your overall misery for the rest of the year. You know, that's just...
OK. What do you think, Chris?
I don't mind. I understand your points and some sympathies on both sides, to be honest with you. I think it's just the fact that we get it rammed down our throat. You know, if we could buy into it if we wanted to, that's fine. You know, but my dad doesn't need another paperback about the Second World War this Sunday. He can go and get one whenever he needs it, you know. And he's got about 40 from the previous years already. So, you know, no, I try to just ignore it, really.
Do you?
I do ignore it.
Does he get upset by that?
No, not at all. He's very much a pragmatist like me. I mean, I buy presents for people when I find them. My mother gets terribly upset because she and the rest of my, you know, family and a few friends don't get presents on their birthday. I might be out somewhere and I'll find something and I think, oh, that's a perfect gift for so-and-so.
Dead badger.
stuffed badger. Dead to start with, later stuffed. And then I'll give it to them. But it upsets my mum because she's very much a traditionalist. But no, to be honest with you, this sounds terrible. I don't really buy into birthdays. Although it's my girlfriend's birthday today. So, darling...
Dead badger!
I've been shopping. Later.
Gail, come on then, what's your take on this?
I don't buy into it at all. I just think...
Really?
No,
Okay.
I'm not really into it whatsoever. Do you know, my mum...
Does that mean you won't be sending your dad a
No,
card?
I won't be sending my dad a card. I lost my mum just before Mother's Day this year, and it does make you feel a bit, ooh. And, no, I don't really... You know, personally, my daughter loves me every day and she always does nice little things, and that's every day is a special day for parents. You don't pick one day. But my mum was very clever. She used to say to me, oh, your dad loves Bourneville dark chocolate. Every year, Father's Day, we gave him the dark chocolate. He only told us last year. He hated the stuff. And my mum had been telling us for years. They were not together, obviously. She goes, oh, he loves it. Oh. And every year he said, stacks. He couldn't figure out why us kids kept giving him dark chocolate. He hates the stuff.
Now, our cameraman Craig, I don't know where he is, he's lurking around over there, looks like a caveman. He said, don't send a card. In a nice way, he's from Wales. I don't know what I've done wrong. Anyway, he says, don't send a card, adopt a child, you know, an African child. So do something useful with your money. That I'm in favour of. If that's what Father's Day is about, I'm with it. But what do you have to say at home, Kirsty?
We have Gav on line 3.
Gav, good morning.
Morning.
You a dad?
Yeah.
OK. Does Father's Day, is a big day for you?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a big day, but certainly a key day. I mean, you know, if you're going out there and, you know, you're the breadwinner and you're doing, you know, sort of 10, 12, 14-hour days, 5 or 6 days a week, where's your one day of appreciation? And as your man said, if you're going to get rid of Father's Day, have to get rid of Mother's Day as well. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. In relation to like the card things,
yeah.
I think for the younger generation of kids, it's more about, you know, making cards at school. Because a few weeks ago for Mother's Day, my youngest Maggie, she come back from like day nursery with a Mother's Day card that she made. You know, and she at the time she was only 3. I mean, she was 4 last week. But you know, you don't have to buy a card. By the same token, you know, if you want to get your dad something, maybe you could go get a bottle of whiskey or something. You don't have to go and sort of, oh no, should I get the Jeremy Clarkson video or should I get the how to play golf video? Or you know, you don't have to feel obliged.
I know where you come.
Their parents.
I just like the idea of sending a 4-year-old to get the bottle of whiskey. It's for my daddy. Gav, thank you very much. So one more. We got one more quick one.
We have Christiana's on line 2.
Christiana, good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you?
Hi, we're fine. Father's Day.
I think it's necessary because I lost my mum about a couple of years ago, and now I've only got my dad. And me and my dad, we have an awful relationship. We don't talk, we don't do anything. So once a year, I send him a Father's Day card, and he doesn't reply or anything, but it's just for me to let him know that I'm still alive, I know he's still alive, and I still love him, you know, and I think it's very important. I mean, other people might not agree, but for me, it is. And
have you got any other happy stories?
Yeah, I do. A couple of
I'm going to
weeks
cry. I think Gail is crying. I send my dad a Father's Day card and I never hear from him. I mean, oh my God, Christiana.
Come to my house. My answer's everything.
Gail's solution to it really
Everything.
is as well,
Come to
isn't it?
mine, it's
Complete
fine.
strangers come over to Gail's house and play what's the thing? The thing? No, not like that. What's it like?
Oh, air guitar, the rock guitar.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
You're all
Hero.
invited.
You're all invited. Yay!
OK. It'll be like a festival, which feeds into our next talking point, our last of the day. Thanks, by the way, Christiana. What is the future for the Great British Festival? 500, at least 500 happening this summer, 27 this week alone, which I find extraordinary. Overkill, or do we have an unquenchable thirst for getting down and dirty? What is your take on the UK festival scene? What's been your best, your worst experience? 0207 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts and stories. We're going to give it some extra time. Got some great people for you to meet. We'll hear as many of your calls as we can after the break. Don't go away.
Which legendary festival celebrates its 40th anniversary this year? Glastonbury, the Isle of Wight, or Woodstock? Find out after the ads.